Let's put some whiskey together head to head. Let's battle some whiskey. Let's do the first whiskey battle of 2023. I'm going to head to the wonderful Tobermory distillery over there in the wonderful Isle of Mull. We're going to tackle the Ledaig 10, the fabulous Ledaig 10. I'm going to put it up against, we're going to head to the fantastic Islay. We're going to head to the Bruichladdich distillery on Islay. And we're going to tackle the Port Charlotte 10 heavily peated. Two wonderful, wonderful whiskies. I'm thoroughly enjoying both of these. I thought, what a great challenge for 2023 is to put these two head to head and pick a winner. So, who's going to be the winner? Let's find out. Well, hello there folks, and welcome back to The Whiskey Friend with me, Alan. Here we are again, another new week, another new video. Yes, another brand new video. And in today's brand new video, we're doing our first whiskey battle of 2023. And I don't think I could have picked two better whiskies to kick it off with. So we're heading to Ledaig 10 and we're going to tackle it against the Port Charlotte 10 heavily peated. The Ledaig's coming in at 46.3%. ABV, it's non-chilled filtered. Unfortunately, it doesn't see anything about colour on the bottle or the box, but I'm pretty sure that it's natural colour. Doesn't say so, so we're a wee bit in limbo there. The Port Charlotte, on the other hand, is natural colour, non-chilled filtered, coming in at 50% ABV, so there's a wee bit higher ABV on that one. So other than that, they've both been covered up, guys, for the last hour or so with my trusty whiskey friend, Whiskey Battle, doing the hatch coins. I've got them on the Whiskey Battle sides today. Guys, I'm not going to mess around. If you want to help yourself, support the channel, pick up some coins, add to your collection, I'll drop a link into the description. You can catch up with me down there if you want to pick up some coins. So, we're not going to mess around, guys. We're going to just kick in. I'm going to nose the first one, taste it. I'm not going to score, I'm just going to pick a winner. So, first one up, Ledaig 10. I'll just do a wee quick then. Colour wise, they are, the Port Charlotte's a little bit lighter, Ledaig's just a little bit darker. So I have let's dive into this Ledaig, let's cover that back up. So, okay, nose, there it is, it's smoky, it's peaty, which you would expect, it's Ledaig 10. But, it's dirty, it's a dirty dram. It's got industrial notes. I'm thinking workshop. I'm not thinking wood shop though. I'm thinking mechanical workshop. I'm thinking grease around, oil around, diesel around, mechanics overalls around, dirty overalls, damp, dunnage, all that kind of dampness. It actually reminds me of one of those dirty Ben Nevises. Maybe even a dirty Edredor. It's definitely a dirty whiskey, folks. If you like your dirty whiskies, strap yourself in and hold on to your seat. But it's coastal. It's got a little bit of sea breeze. But once you go through all that dirty, damp, dunnage, industrial, you move into the nice sweet side of this. There's a lovely sweetness comes through. Thinking sweet fruit, maybe some sweet juicy apples, juicy pears, something juicy coming through. And then just when you think it's dirty and it's juicy, it becomes a wee bit more malty. It's a lovely malty character coming in. Biscuits, biscuity note, cereal note, malty. So interesting. What an interesting start to this one. But let's dive on to the Port Charlotte, see what that brings. Okay, but that's so different. Although they're both peated, heavily peated, smoky, peaty, 10-year-old whiskies, this is so different to that one. This is much more elegant. refined, luxurious, has a wonderful richness. But it has all the other things. It has the smokiness, it has the little bit of brine in there as well, a little bit of briny note. But the maritime's there, the coastal's there, the sea breeze, the sea salt, all that stuff's all there. But this is a bit meaty. Whereas that one's a bit more really industrial. This is more meaty, cooked meats, smoked meats. But there's a lovely sweet stickiness to it. It's like there's maybe some sort of sweet barbecue sauce. Maybe honey glazed meats, stuff like that kicking in. But once you get past that, the red fruit comes in, the berry fruit comes in. There's a bit of second fill wine in this. Wine cask, second fill wine casks. Some dried fruit coming through, some raisins, some sultana. But then, I think the colour gives it away with this, man. It's becoming a wee bit lemony. Bit of lemon, citrus. Bit of menthol, bit of mintiness. But then, after all of that, it kind of heads back to its roots where it becomes a wee bit more mineral. Maybe some wet stone, maybe some wet putty. A little bit outdoor. Two wonderful noses, guys, but both very different. I think, for me, if you like dirty whiskies, then the Lechig's going to win that for you. If you like it a wee bit more elegant, a wee bit more subtle, then I think the Port Charlotte 10 is the way to go. So, guys, without any further ado, I'm just going to dive in and going to taste them. I'm so excited. I just want to salivate and thinking about it. So let's just dive in with the Lechig. Wow. Wish me luck. Wow. I had to stop myself taking a big sip there. Oily, thick, sooty, spicy, punchy. A little bit of spirit driven, but it's intense. It's earthy. Yeah, it's earthy. It's outdoorsy. A little bit of dry and a little bit of sooty. It has a lovely minerality to it, but it's also the spices now kicking in. Thinking maybe ginger, maybe a little bit of pepper. But once you get past that, the fruit come in, the apples, the pears, and the maltiness. Everything that's coming through on the nose is coming through on the palate. There's no surprises. It's just beautifully put together. It's beautifully integrated. It's getting a little bit, heading towards the finish, it's getting a little bit salty, a little bit savoury, a little bit beefy. That also the digestive biscuits are becoming a wee bit more porridge. A little bit of cereal, a little bit of porridge in there. And with the salt, it's like a salty porridge. It's more a savoury porridge rather than a sweet porridge. Wow, so nice. Let's tackle the Port Charlotte. This is got to be good. Got to be good. It is good. Cheers, folks. Oh, wow. My, I love doing this. So again, that one, it's rich. It has that rich, elegant, luxurious feel. It's oily, it's thick, it's mouth coating. Wonderful texture. It's not as punchy arrival. It's the Lechig is more a slap in the face when it arrives. This is more a just kind of saunters in and lets you know that it's here. Don't get me wrong, guys. This is not weak. This certainly lets us. It's 50% ABV. But sipping both of these side by side, you'd actually think it was the other way around. You'd think the Lechig was 50% and not the Port Charlotte. So the Port Charlotte is more elegant, luxurious, comes in. It's a wee bit spice. There's a wee bit spice up there on the initial arrival. Maybe ginger, maybe clove. Wow. But it's smoky, it's peaty, it's all of that, salty, all that stuff's there. Then it all happens. This is a big event. The main event here is the palate on this Port Charlotte 10. There's so much going on. It's spicy, it's smoky, it's peaty, it's elegant, it's luxurious. Then comes the fruit. The red fruit, the berry fruit, there's strawberries, there's raspberries, there's lots and lots and lots of red fruit. And as you get into it, in fact, guys, I just need to take another little sip of this one. Just for research, of course. It becomes berry fruit, red fruit. Those fruits are becoming very, very jammy and sticky. Raspberry, strawberry jam. But there's that lemon citrus is kicking around now. That's messing around. The lemon, I think, is actually gone a little bit orange now as well. I think there's some orange citrus in there as well. And with that sticky feel, that jammy feel, I think it's got a kind of marmalade, maybe a thick honey feel to it. It's gone very, very jammy, sticky. The dried fruits are there, the sultanas, the raisins, the dried fruits, all kicking in. Wonderful balance, wonderful complexity. Just a wonderful, wonderful... Oh, wait a minute. Little bit of confectionery coming through now as well. Little, maybe sweet shop. All you peaty guys that don't like the sweetness in the sweet shop, really apologise, but this Port Charlotte 10 has a little bit of sweet shop for me. Maybe cola cubes. I was going to say, yeah, cola cubes. Sweetie. Confectionery. Wonderful. And the meat's coming back. So if it's a bit beefy, it's going a little bit savoury towards the finish. Beef frazzles come to mind. Wow. So it's sweet, it's savoury, it's so much going on. What a wonderful, wonderful complexity to this whiskey. There's so much going on. There's so much flavour involved. This is going to be tough, guys. Two fantastic whiskies. But let me just I'll do a bit of finish on both of them, and then I'll pick a winner. And I'll get myself gone, as usual. Let's check on the finish. Let's dive in. This will be a shame to end this video, but I have to end it. I have to keep an eye on the time, because otherwise I could sit here for half an hour with these, but I don't want to be doing that. So, guys, if you're still with me and you're hanging on today, this is great. Thanks, guys. Thanks for hanging in. Let's taste the finish. It's all there. All continues through. Spicy, smoky, peaty, industrial, dunnage, sooty. Not quite wet dog, but wet stones. Maybe a wee bit of wet putty. Light fruits, like apples, pears. And that little bit of malty cereal stuff is in there towards the end. Finish is quite good. It hangs on, it lingers a little bit. Maybe medium to long finish. Guys, I picked this Lecheg up for, I think it was around about the £40 mark, 40 to £45 mark. Excellent value, wonderful value, super whiskey. But I have to do a quick finish on the Port Charlotte and then we'll get going. Cleanse the old palate. Let's dive into this one. So, on the finish of the Port Charlotte 10. Wow. Okay, guys, this is where it takes a wee bit of a dip. The Port Charlotte 10 for me has been great all the way through until it gets to the finish. If there's a weak point on the Port Charlotte 10, then for me, I think it's the finish. I don't think it lingers around very long. I think for me, with the Port Charlotte 10, the main event is in the palate. The nose is wonderful. The palate for me is the main event. That's where it's all going on. There's so much complexity going on. There's so much beautiful integrations, so much layering of different flavours, so flavoursome. But the finish is a wee bit shorter for me on the finish. A little bit of spice on the finish, a little bit of confectionery note on the finish, a little bit of beefy meatiness on the finish. But other than that, it kind of drops off very, very quickly. I think the Lechig 10 has a longer finish. For me, guys, the finish doesn't have to be a super long finish. I think because of what you get up front on the nose and the palate, there's so much going on. But I think the finish on that one's a little bit shorter. Could it be doing a wee bit longer? Yes, we'd love it to be that way, but unfortunately it's not. It's such an elegant whiskey, a luxurious whiskey, a rich whiskey. There's enough going on that I can give it a pass on the finish. The finish is okay. It's not, listen, it's not a super drop off a cliff finish. Could do with being a wee bit longer. So, guys, we're going to get to the nitty gritty of these two. When I reviewed them, I reviewed the Lechig 10 as a 90 out of 100. And I reviewed the Port Charlotte 89 out of 100. The Lechig for me is still a 90. I'm going to bump the Port Charlotte because it's got so much better. That Port Charlotte review that I did last year sent me on a Port Charlotte journey, and I picked up multiple bottles of Port Charlotte. I picked up the MRC, I picked up the OLC, I picked up the SC. I'm currently in the process of picking up the PAC. So that really sent me on a journey, and it was an 89. I'm going to bump it to a 90. So they're 90 each, both of them. But on today's tasting, you guys know I love a dirty whiskey. But this Port Charlotte's just elegant, it's luxurious, it's 50% ABV, it doesn't drink like 50% ABV. You can add water to both of them, they both take water very well. But I just love this at the 50%. I love it the way it is. And on today, guys, my winner's going to be the Port Charlotte 10, heavily peated. But if I did it tomorrow, it could easily be the Lechig 10. So they're both fantastic whiskies. The Port Charlotte's a little bit more expensive. I think that's around about the £40 to £50. But certainly worth it. Non-chill filtered, natural colour, beautiful presentation. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. All great gear. But if you've liked the video, guys, do you have a preference? Do you prefer Lechig 10? Do you prefer Port Charlotte 10? Dive into the comments, guys. I'd love to know your thoughts. Any other battles you'd like to see me do in 2023? Any other whiskies you'd like to see me go head to head with? Dive into the comments. I'd love to engage in the conversation, guys. So, yeah, today's winner is the Port Charlotte 10, heavily peated by a whisker. If you liked the video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, then thank you very much for sticking back this long. If you're returning subscriber, then thank you very much and welcome back. We're heading now on a new journey. We're heading towards 7k subscribers. So if you've not quite hit the button, guys, big red thing down here, smash it, share it with all your friends, get all your friends to subscribe. I'm Alan, I'm the Whiskey Friend, and as I always say, don't forget to send some good whiskey down the hatch, responsibly of course. And as always, the pleasure is in the sharing, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, folks.